You kill me, you do.
Oh,
You say nervous?
nah, not even nervous. I just want to make sure I don't look like a donut. But yeah, come, let's go.
Yeah, you built for this. But yes, people, football chat with Dons, episode 21. We're into the 20s now. I'm killing it. You're killing it. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm joined by a very, very special guest. Very, very special. Abs, my brother, Arsenal fan. What are you saying?
I'm good, my bro. Thank you for having me. I see you doing your thing. 21 episodes in, did you say?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, smashing it, bro. Thank you for having me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nah, love, bro. It's gone quick, to be fair. We're in the 20s. You are the third special guest. Know you're a big Arsenal fan, big football fan. Yeah, in fact, yeah, I've never seen someone get so mad when their team like concedes or does something mad that you're very passionate.
The passion there. I try and hold it down wherever possible, but sometimes you just can't hold down the emotions for too long, especially Arsenal. You know what we've been like over the last few seasons, at least. So, well, going on a decade now, we've been,
Mm,
struggling. So we want to be a lot better, and I think we do deserve to be a lot better. We've got the structure there to be a lot better. So that's why the emotion does come out sometimes when we don't perform as well as we should. But
uh,
hey ho, we move.
love it, love it. That's what football's all about. But yeah, bless people for locking in. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, all of that. And today we're just going to be previewing ahead of the Aston Villa Arsenal game on Sunday evening, 8 p.m. at Emirates. And yeah, Villa, what have we done? We've lost our last two games to Leeds and Southampton. Arsenal, how have you lot got on? I can't really remember.
So our last game, we obviously beat Manchester United away.
Yeah, that
Massive,
was the one.
massive, massive result at Old Trafford. Obviously, we hadn't got a result there in 16 years, I think it was. 2006 was the last time we got a result there, and we were going on almost 21 games, I think. I think to get a result away at Old Trafford was obviously massive for confidence. Before that, I think we'd obviously lost two games on the bounce to Leicester and Manchester City, where I think we probably thought that we could have got a better result. So
Mm,
those were probably a bit disappointing. So yeah, it's been an up and down season so far. There is a lot of positives to take from some of the things that Arteta's brought in terms of structure defensively. I think we've got one of the best defenses in the league at the moment. But yeah, hopefully now we've got a couple of those difficult away games out the way, like Man United, Manchester City, Liverpool as
mm.
well. So hopefully now we can build on some of the momentum that we got from winning at Old Trafford last weekend.
Yeah, calm. So what we will do, we'll talk a little bit about sort of the Arsenal Aston Villa game, and then
Yep,
we'll talk about a couple of the big games from the weekend. But
got
you
ya.
just touched on it there, bro, about sort of you being more defensively strong. And I think especially with like Partey coming in and let's say your midfield, let's say
Bro,
Elneny getting better. But on the flip side of that, I
mm,
think would you say that attacking wise you've maybe struggled?
mm,
And the reason I say is because Villa had a
mm,
similar thing. If you
mm.
remember, after when the season came back after lockdown,
Yeah.
Villa came back and we were very good defensively, like
Mm,
a lot better than we was before. But then we were
mm,
sort of struggling. It's like you pattern up your defense, but then you struggle going forward because your team's almost thinking, "Oh, like we need to pattern up the back." So like you see the likes of Aubameyang's not really scoring. Wow, Lacazette's been struggling for a long while, but yeah, do
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I completely agree with you. I think that's, I guess, the biggest positive, obviously, like I mentioned, is that defensive structure that I think Arteta's brought in and he's instilled within the team. Everyone's giving 100% every game. We have ability in terms of scoring goals, maybe getting that final ball within the final third and maybe moving it from defensive positions into that transition and trying to score goals on the attack. Obviously, two massive signings, Thomas Partey and Gabriel at the back, have been
Yeah,
honestly life changing. When I say like Partey, he's a kind of player that we've been calling out for since the likes of Vieira and Gilberto Silva all those years ago. And I
yeah,
think that he's a signing that we've needed for an absolute age. Gabriel just looks like a complete animal, honestly. Like every time I see this guy play, it's what we've been calling out for. So
Yeah.
defensively, obviously, I think we look good. I think that obviously it might take a little while for us to get all the players that Arteta wants. Obviously, he's only just become a manager about sort of 11 months ago, so he hasn't even got a full year. So maybe might need a few more transfer windows to get rid of a couple more bits of deadwood. Like you've got your Skodran, Mustafis, you've got your Socrates who are just sticking around. I don't know how they've managed to stay for so
Nah,
long.
I swear Mustafi played recently. Did I not see him play?
He only just got back from injury. He played
Okay.
against Leicester, and he was the reason why we conceded.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Exactly.
Did he come on as sub when he sub? Was that someone else? I don't know.
I'm not too sure. I can't really remember, to be honest. I think it may have been a David Luiz injury. I think was the reason why it came on.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah.
I think it might have been. I'm not too sure, but you know, there's definitely some room for improvement there. But like you mentioned, I think one of the things that we're kind of struggling with at the moment is that creativity, and I think especially frustrating when you've got a player like Mesut Ozil sitting on 350 grand a week.
I knew that was coming. When I heard
on,
creativity, I knew that word was coming. Ozil.
Come on, man. He is honestly like one of my favourite Arsenal players, even from when he joined you. We all know the kind of quality he has, but I think the way that Arteta wants to play football, he obviously wants someone who's everything on the pitch, running for dead balls. Like you saw El Neni at the end of that Manchester United game. I don't know if you've seen the little clips.
Nah, see it, man.
91st minute, man. You get me?
Madman.
But absolutely.
Like, to be fair, that clip was mad. He's like, just the way he's like positioning his body to force him to pass back, like,
bro, crazy. So you can see what Arteta wants, and obviously we all know that Ozil's not going to give that to you. Ozil's the kind of player where you need 11 solid man on the pitch, and he can just come on, give the little final ball. But unfortunately, I don't think.
But yo, my brother, wait, we're not going to talk about Ozil too much because I get annoyed the fact that I hear him on other platforms, and it's like talking about a brother that ain't played since May, June? I don't know when.
God knows.
Fucking. He should be on the bench though. Games where you're down or needed a goal, you bring him on.
The thing is,
like games when you're down, you don't need cool. We're not asking him to play 90 minutes, chase around man forever, because you go back to Real Madrid days, he was never on that. Go check the stats. I'm sure he never finished games at Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's true.
He'd come off between the 70th and 80th minute when the job's done, or when it's tight. He's done his job. Let me sub on I don't even know who they put on, but they put someone else on that could just finish off or see it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mad. I don't know. It's embarrassing. He's not in the Premier League squad. He's not in the Europa League squad.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that Arsenal have dealt with his situation well. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's gone on behind closed doors that none of us are gonna ever get to know. I think quite well, especially now that we've actually got a bit more of that solidity in defence. Like we've been calling out for years for a bit defensive structure so that Ozil can, be able to have a bit more freedom. But now that we have that, he's not in the squad. So don't know what to say, to be honest. But hey ho, I think we're just going to have to move on. I don't think he's going to be playing much for Arsenal ever again. I think he's in his last season now, so could be the last time he's ever worn an Arsenal shirt. But
I think we'll be very lucky if we see him again ever. But yeah, let's move on from that. In terms of this game Sunday, what's your thoughts? I mean, obviously this is going to come out on Friday morning, so you would have just played in the Europa League. Hopefully got you win.
I hope so. So we're filming this on the Thursday, so we're about to play in an hour or so. So yeah, hopefully we can just carry on building that momentum in that game. Hopefully I won't be eating my words. And for the weekend, I'm quite confident. Obviously, we're playing at the Emirates, but the thing is, Villa, you guys are playing well at the moment in terms of you're scoring a lot of goals defensively. Have looked quite weak against obviously the likes of Leeds and Who else was it that you? Oh, Southampton recently over the weekend as well. But then again, at the same time, you've got some massive results at Liverpool and Leicester as well. So you are definitely going to be. It's definitely going to be a tough game for sure. Obviously, we should be getting the 3 points, but I definitely think that it's not going to be an easy game, and Aston Villa will make it hard work for sure. What are you thinking?
I'm pretty confident about this game from a Villa point of view because I think the way we're set up and the way the players that we have, I think we're going to do better against the bigger teams and the better teams. I mean, I don't have much evidence to back it up, but I've got a Liverpool 7-2 victory that backs it up and the Leicester win.
True.
And I touched on it in my last video, off the back of the Southampton game, in that, yes, the way we play is going to suit, I think, teams like Arsenal that are going to come and press us or are going to effectively like not going to want more possession. Whereas, say, the Southampton game, yes, we've dominated the ball, and I think that's good to a certain extent. But we've been shown against the likes of those two games that any slip-ups and they will capitalise. I think we will do better against teams where we'll get less of the ball, playing on the break and that sort of thing.
I tend to agree with that because obviously just going off the first few games of the season that you've had, it's clear to see that you guys have been working a lot better in the counter-attack, obviously, against the big, you know, have more defensive mindset. Sorry, I've lost track of what I'm saying now as well.
You're chatting shit, that's why.
That's why. I know.
All right, but the essence of it, like, it's going to be a tough game, I think, on both parties. I mean, you should definitely be worried because last year we come to Emirates, battered you, man. Red card, but you still Aubameyang saved you, man. That
was towards the beginning of the season, was it not? When we had the likes of Unai Emery, so
I think it was September, October, 3-2 win. But no, don't give me that. It's the same, man. You man were struck. No, because Arteta comes in, Villa Park, 1-0, Trezeguet, we give you work. Give you work. I looked at I watched highlights of that game today as well, just to like refresh my mind, and like, we scored in the first half. You man had bare time to try and get goals back. You had one chance with Aubameyang. Konsa blocked it, but other than that, you didn't really carve nothing too much out.
I know, but then again, I feel like we've come a long way since the end of last season. Obviously, that was one of Arteta's first few games.
So was Villa.
Well, we'll have to see come Sunday then, won't we, mate?
Yeah, we will, fam. Don't worry.
No, honestly, I do feel quite confident. I don't think it's going to be easy. But obviously, playing at the Emirates, it's a different ball game to playing obviously away from home. Obviously, Arsenal have had struggles away from home for a long time. But I feel like that has slightly changed. Obviously, we're moving in the right direction. But I'm banking on 3 points come Sunday.
But blood, like, I didn't feel too confident, but when I think about it now, I got to remember it's Arsenal. You man form is patchy. Your form is patchy, so obviously you've just got a nice win against Man U. You probably won. You're probably going to win tonight in Europa League. So then come Sunday, you due a loss. You get me? You due a loss.
Thing is, though, our squad does have quite a fair bit of depth in it. So even today, playing in the Europa League, I think he's going to give rest to a lot of players like Aubameyang, Lacazette. We have got a wide range of players in terms of we can bring Pepe in, Reece Nelson. A lot of the young boys will play tonight. So hopefully, with fresh legs, obviously I want to see a bit more of attacking intent, being at home, a bit more creativity. Trying to see more than sort of one goal, to be honest. I'm trying to see 3 or 4. Just to
3 or 4 where? Wait, you're going to be mad. You mean tonight? You'll see that tonight. But, my defense needs to lock up, Carly. We were moving too mad recently. What? How many goals? 7 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, I think your defense. But then again, like you mentioned, those are games where you guys would like to have held onto more possession, whereas I think against Arsenal, you guys will like to sit back. You've got the likes of Aubameyang up top. You're not going to want to give him all that space in the back on the at the back. So I think it will be difficult. I do think it will be difficult, but if you were to,
what are you saying? Score predictions?
If I'm being realistic, as much as I'd like to see 3 or 4, I reckon 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
Mm.
Yeah, I respect it. I hear it. I think Villa, we can't lose another game, surely. I predicted a draw against Southampton, and I was wrong because I knew they were going to cause us some problems. And I think I'm going to back Villa for this one. Though I think we will respond. I think we play better in these more difficult games, and I think I will go for a 2-1 to Villa. I'll go for.
You think you're going to score 2 goals against the best defence in the league? Huh?
You man got the best defence in the league? Nah.
Yeah,
we
do now.
Do you? What? Stats wise?
Mate. Yeah, statistics wise. Arsenal have the best defence in the league. We've conceded the least amount of goals. So yeah, I think it will be difficult for you. And the Gabriel man down.
I think, you know what? I think we got the best player on the pitch though. So
come off it. Come off. This is getting ridiculous now.
He's the best player on the pitch then.
Come on, we all know we've got the likes of
Aubameyang.
Are you comparing Grealish to Aubameyang? Is that what you're trying to do? Is that where we're headed?
We're talking goal scorer, then yeah, but player, my brother.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I'll give it Grealish.
I'll give it to you. I think Grealish is. I'd say he's a top 3 player on the pitch, but I don't think he's the best player on the pitch.
Right, we'll see Sunday because these days he's playing like he's on trial. That's what I've been saying. He's playing like he's on trial to impress Southgate in every game. Like even the game against Southampton, it's like not being funny, but it's like he come alive when the game's done.
Yeah.
But then you can't knock what he's like. He'll walk off that pitch knowing he's done his job. Like, what did he do? He's won a pen. He's got an assist. He's bagged.
Yeah.
Like, my brother, what more can he do?
It was all a bit too little, too late, which is unfortunate. But you can see he's got quality. My problem is with Gareth Southgate because obviously I want to make sure that England are performing as best we can, and I think he's our best attacking midfield option at the moment. And for some reason, Gareth Southgate doesn't seem to be rating him as much as we all are.
Bro, Southgate don't rate anyone that don't play defence. If you don't play defence, he don't like you.
But we'll have to see. Let's stick to Villa or Arsenal. But yeah, I'm confident. 3 points to the Gooners come Sunday. At the Emirates, and I'll be talking the most in the group chat.
Yeah, calm. You're saying 2-1 Arsenal. I'm saying 2-1 Villa. I said to you earlier, I'm more than happy to do. I'll put my neck on the line. I'll do a live video with you Sunday after the game if you're on it. So
let's do it.
Putting it out there, innit?
Let's do it.
Someone's gonna be there, Vex. Someone's not.
Yeah, because neither of us are gonna be happy with a draw. So someone's gonna have to come away. Well, actually, I think you might be happy with
I'd probably take a draw. Oh, yeah, I'll take a draw now.
Yeah. Well, I'm only taking 3 points. I'm not gonna lie. A draw at the Emirates. I'm not trying to see it. We need to be building on the momentum that we have at the moment, especially after such a big win at Old Trafford. I'm not.
Yeah, saying it. We lost a bit of what you said there, but I feel like you said something good. I wish I heard, man. I wish I heard it.
I wish my connection was a little better, but hey, huh?
Yeah, but it's London Wi-Fi, innit? It's not the best, is it?
Yeah.
Or is it London data that's dodgy? It's one of the two, isn't it? I don't know.
One of the two.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. We'll move on to like some of the other games for the weekend and
Oh,
see what you.
just before
Yeah.
you sort of touch on that, what are your predictions for Villa season? I'm interested to hear because I don't think I've asked you actually.
Okay, where do I think that? I've. All right, so I'd be happy if we got top half. Top half finish for me. I'm buzzing that we've exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take you back. Start of the season, I probably would have been happy with
Mm,
just escaping relegation, like just sort
yeah.
of staying in the league. As
Yeah.
long as it was a bit more comfortable than last year, I would have been happy. But then it's difficult because you win your first 4 games and you start getting a bit more hyped. But it's whether do you let that hype then change what you'll be happy with?
Yeah.
But are you asking me where do I think Villa will finish? Is that the question?
Yeah. Yeah. Essentially.
Probably 14th. From being
Okay.
honest, if I was to put money down, 14th maybe. Yeah.
So so you don't think they're going to be able to keep up this momentum basically that they started off the season with? Well, obviously you haven't been able to over sort of the
Yeah.
last few games,
But
but
you don't know though,
do
innit?
you think it's going to be patchy across the whole season then?
I think it will be patchy. I think
Mm,
that's the case for most teams down there, isn't it? Like these teams, us down here, we're not going to win 4, 5, 6 games in a row. That's
yeah, to
rare.
be honest, I think it's going to be patchy for the whole league this season. To be honest, I don't think there's going to be any team that's going to be flying away.
Mm,
Last year, everyone's recorded a loss already, so it's clear to see, the Prem's still doing its thing in terms of being the most entertaining league in the world. Let's see how Villa do, but I feel like you guys will definitely do better than last season. You
yeah.
really good showing up because you guys have had a decent squad. Obviously, I think you've brought in some decent players this season, spent a fair bit of money. Emi Martinez obviously being a massive buy for you guys. I was quite
Mm,
sad to see him leave, obviously, as an Arsenal fan. I thought he had an incredible end to last season. But obviously, we've got 2 solid goalkeepers, and when one of those goalkeepers wants to go and play first team football, you can't
hey,
another big Premier League club
I love
like
that guy,
Aston
man.
Villa.
I love
Bruv,
Martinez.
you cannot hate him. You cannot
Yeah.
hate him.
And
He's
even
very commanding. He
mm,
does it all, man.
quality player. Even today on Instagram, Aston Villa posted a clip of Trezeguet's goal against Arsenal
Mm.
last year, and Martinez commented saying that he added Trezeguet and said, "I'll let you score, bro."
So he's with the bands as
Yeah.
well.
He's like you already scored because I let you.
No, he's an animal. To be fair, I've got him in my fantasy team. I thought it was a quality buy.
Yeah, but good luck with that. Good luck with that, bro. I've stayed away from Villa defenders and keepers for my fantasy.
To
Can't
be
lie.
fair,
But yeah, bro, go same
my
question for you.
go.
Um
Oh, in terms of Arsenal,
Arsenal, where's Arsenal finish? Because where did I predict Arsenal? I predicted Arsenal, I think, to finish 6th. Yeah, I had Chelsea and Arsenal outside of my top 4.
well, obviously, I'm hoping that we get top 4. Um, Obviously, I think it's going to be very difficult with given how competitive this season is. As I'd like Tottenham not to make it, I think they've got a decent squad this year, and they could definitely challenge for top 4. Chelsea
Mm,
have gone out and bought a ton of good players. If they start gelling, which they look like they could start doing already, having played well in the Champions League this week, they look like they're going to be tough. Obviously, you've got the likes of Liverpool and Man City, which are definite. I'm hoping I'm going to say 4th place. I know that's asking for a lot, but I'm going to say 4th place.
there was no confidence in that at all.
if
I feel like he said that just because you have to.
you know what it is, I've got so much faith in Arteta. I just need there to be investment in January with at least some sort of creative attacking midfielder. If we can get that,
Yeah.
because defensively, I think we're up there at the moment. What he's done for the team defensively, I think we're going to have one of the best defenses. Honestly, like I think the days of Arsenal getting pumped 5, 6, 7s, I think those days are done with Arteta, because he's happy to sit in a low block if need be. He's got the likes of Aubameyang running back. You never had that previously at Arsenal Football Club. So I think defensively, yeah, Lacazette needs to start firing. This brother, I don't know what he's been doing for a very, very long time. He's looking finished, to be honest. But if we can get the likes of Lacazette firing, Aubameyang's obviously going to do what he does. He hasn't really started off the season as well as he probably would have liked, but it's Aubameyang at the end of the day. He's going to get you goals regardless.
Where's Martinelli? Is he injured? Or
yeah, he had a long-term injury. He is back in training at the moment, so he should hopefully be looking to come back over sort of the next few weeks and months, probably within like a Europa League / FA Cup kind of role. But yeah, he's going to be really exciting, hopefully, when he comes back as well.
Actually, we'll touch on that. In terms of the game, is there any sort of injuries ahead of the game Sunday? That anything new or not really?
I don't think so, unless we obviously pick up any injuries this evening in the Europa League. I don't think so. I think David Luiz is back from injury as well. So we'll see how he does. But yeah, no new injuries. I reckon our starting lineup will be very similar to that against Manchester United. I think Elneny had an incredible performance in that game, so he'll probably start again with Partey in the middle. I reckon probably Bukayo Saka again, doing that wing-back role with Bellerin, and then obviously the front three, I think Lacazette, Aubameyang. He loves Willian for some reason, so Willian most probably as well. And then you've got the likes of Kieran Tierney, Gabriel, probably Rob Holding as well. I reckon will probably start giving the performance that he had against Man United. And then obviously Leno in goal. But yeah, that's what my predicted lineup is anyway.
Okay. I think from a Villa point of view, it'll be interesting to see how he adapts to your formation, because I think, as far as I'm aware, this is the first team we'll play against that play 3 at the back. And yeah, he played it a few times last year. Sort of times when we were struggling, he tried that formation. So I guess, yeah, we'll see if Dean Smith does make any tactical positional changes, or we do stick with his beloved 4-3-3, which has kind of converted a bit more into 4-2-3-1 at times this season. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Anything else before we move on to the other games? Or
no, that'll be all.
Yeah, sweet. So we'll have a look at Southampton playing Newcastle on Friday at 8 p.m. Southampton doing very, very well in the league. I think they're second. Newcastle also doing pretty well, getting some good wins. Wilson's been thriving off. They look solid at the back as always. And yeah, my thoughts for this one are that Southampton at home, and I'm backing them to continue their good form. Danny Ings is injured. I think he's out.
Was he?
Yeah, he's out for the next month or so. But I think it's going to be one of them games where I think they're going to win comfortably, and we'll be kind of thinking, oh, Danny Ings not missing him. But it will catch up to them. But I think for this game, their confidence and form will get them free. And I'm saying 3-0 win to Southampton. What are you thinking?
I reckon it's not going to be as easy as you think it will be. I reckon Southampton will still get the points, but I reckon it's going to be a bit tighter than that. I reckon maybe 2-1 with maybe a Alan St. Maximin banger or something like that to Newcastle.
I don't feel like I've seen him score this season. I don't know. He's been a bit quiet, man. Yeah. I do rate him, man.
He's such a baller, bro. Every time I see him, I just think this guy's just on a mad one. But yeah, we do need to see a bit more finishing product from him. But yeah, I reckon Southampton to get the result in that one.
Yeah, agreed on that one. Next game, Saturday, Everton play Manchester United at Goodison at 12:30. Yeah, what's your views on that one?
I think this is going to be another tough one. So obviously Man United have had back-to-back losses now, with losing to Arsenal last week and then having a dreadful performance in the Champions League. I don't know if you sent me that picture on Twitter of the defensive setup for Demba Ba's goal. Oh my God. absolutely ridiculous. So there's definitely going to be goals in that game because they can't defend. I think James Rodriguez is injured, so I think Everton obviously going to lack a bit of creativity there. But Calvert-Lewin being in the form of his life at the moment, I think I'm betting on him to score against this Man United defence. So I think is that Everton playing at home?
Yeah.
In that one, I'm going to go for 3-2 Everton.
Okay, 3-2. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be that many goals. I just think Saturday morning game, be a tight affair. I reckon 1-0 to Everton. I think I don't know. I think we might be seeing the end of Ali. I think this might be the beginning of the end. I'm not sure, but I know today
it's been the beginning of the end for a while.
Yeah, I think today Man U have kind of come out in support of him, saying he's got the backing, but that can only last for about 3 more games.
Yeah,
so we'll see how that one pans out.
Yeah, if Man United can continue in this same vein of form, I think they're sitting like 15th in the Premier League, I think, at the moment. So, big club like Man United, they've got much bigger targets than that. So yeah, anyhow they continue in this vein of form, Ollie's going to be gone. To be fair, I never thought he was the man for them anyway, but obviously I'm trying to see him there for as long as possible because I'm not trying to see United succeed at all.
I think he's the bookies' second or third favourite, like next manager to get sacked. Sort of I think behind what's his name, Bilic at West Brom and Scott Parker at Fulham. So, which makes sense. 3 managers that are on the form. Fulham got the win last weekend, so that was big for them. But we'll see what happens on that one, I guess. The last game we'll look at is the big one, the Sunday game before Villa Arsenal. The champions Liverpool going away to Manchester City, and these games are always mad games. We've had a few in the Champions Leagues. The league games are always crackers. You know what I mean? Klopp against Guardiola.
Big boy game.
Mad game, and I don't need to say anything else.
It's honestly, it's one of those ones for all fans. Like, it's just an incredible watch. If you're a Liverpool fan, obviously you want to make sure that you're winning that game. But then again, Manchester City, and obviously with Liverpool having won the league by a far stretch last season, they want to make sure they're putting up a fight and not just getting rolled over. But definitely going to be goals in it. I'm going to say 2-2 for this one.
Oh, you're sitting on the fence, yeah. Sitting on the fence, okay. What do I think? I don't know, bro, you can't call these games. You can't call these games.
You can't.
And I feel like they're both on form. Like, City just got Jesus back, but they're missing Aguero. Obviously, Liverpool have got their injury problems, but they're still levels, aren't they?
They're still scoring goals. Diego Jota doesn't seem to be able to stop scoring at the moment. Obviously, you got Mane and Salah, 2 world-class players. To be honest, these 2 teams are just full of world-class ballers throughout the team, I'd say. So it's going to be a tough one, but I'm just excited to watch it.
Right, go on. I'm saying 4-2 to Man City. 4-2 Man City. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
To be honest, I think without Virgil van Dijk, Liverpool are definitely going to be struggling this season defensively. Who did they bring in? They brought on like a kid that they were about to sell on in the summer.
Yeah, so
I can't remember what his name is. But
neither can I. Made his debut about last weekend in the league.
Yeah. No nonsense defense.
No, he got. I think he got man of the match.
Yeah,
I think.
and
they've got 1-2 options in there. I think for the moment they're coping, but you know what football is like. In a couple of weeks, they lose 1-2 games or drop points, and then everyone will be talking about how bad their defense is. So we'll see how we go with that.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, man. I'm just glad the Premier League is still here, even though we're going into another lockdown. We could not have done with another lockdown without Premier League football, man. This is the only thing that's keeping us sane at the moment.
Nah, it's true, man. When you think about it, those months that we went without football, bro,
Wait,
I was watching just like old games. I was watching like Ronaldo Man United games, just to get some footage.
has to be done though. Has to be
Uh,
done. You have to have some sort of football on at some point during the week, man. Life without football is just no life.
Literally, bro, because it's
For
like my
people like
personal
us,
view. I've got no gym. My football team stopped, so all I got now is watching Villa and FIFA. So
yeah.
that's it. That's my life now.
Well, we'll have to get another quarantine lockdown FIFA tournament going as well.
Yeah, no, I'm on it. I'm on it, bro. Defo. But yeah, cool. We'll wrap it up there, bro. Yeah, and I'll
Yeah, all wicked. Oh, one quick one actually.
yeah,
This is a topic that I saw on Twitter. It's a bit, a bit broader,
yeah, go on.
and it's just with regards to just football in general. But do you think VAR is ruining like good defending? Like the kind of defending where you tug on the shirt a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? You put an arm in there sometimes. But do you think VAR is ruining that? And I saw it as a debate on Twitter, and I thought it's a good one.
I think yeah, definitely because things are getting pulled up, and given as penalties and whatnot that wouldn't have before. And I don't, well, you know, but the main thing for me is the consistency. It's just like some games, something's getting given. Next game, it's not even being looked at. It's just, yeah, these men are just, I don't know, they're moving mad with it. I mean, like I used to ref games myself, so I know how like difficult like the job can be. But these men are meant to be the best of the best, like the best of the best in it. And it's like I've said this before. I'm not sure why, but it's like a rule that the refs have to be English. And like, why? Get the best man in. If you got to go get a Spanish man, an Italian don to come in and do the job, get him in. Because you notice you go to the World Cups, Champions League finals, whatever. English man ain't nowhere to be seen.
It's
Reffing.
true.
Do you know what I mean?
We had Howard Webb back in the day, and he had an absolute shocker in that. Remember that final, that World Cup final? He should have had at least one red card. Should have been.
Man was just trying to. We were just trying to play a peaceful game. But the players weren't on it.
Was it De Jong who had stamped on Xabi Alonso's chest or something? How did that not go for a red card?
Just give him a quick yellow card. But to answer your question, it kind of is, but I'm not a defender. I'm all for goals, and it's making more goals. So in that, I can't understand. I just want to see right decisions being made. But I understand defenders are going to be pissed off. But they've calmed down the handball rule from the start. That was mad. Yeah. What do you think? Are you a fan of VAR?
I think I agree with you in the sense that we just need that consistency. Like, I don't mind VAR. Like, people need to be able to have a look at certain decisions, especially. We want to make sure the refs don't miss the big decisions, but at the same time, we want to make sure they're not ruining the game as well. Like, we're waiting for how long for them to sort of check these things sometimes, and also, I think from the sort of,
you know what's pissing me off as well? Like, you know when something will happen, someone pops off in the match, and then the game stops for like 2 minutes whilst they check. Then they say to the ref, "Oh, mate, go look at the screen." Then he jogs over. I'm like, my brother, why don't, when you first look in, like the guy in the van, when he first looks and he goes, "Oh, that's a bit peaky, you know," just ring, just
the ref
Italian, say,
away.
"Yo, my brother, jog over now," and it like, but instead they wait 2 minutes. Like the brother watches it 10 times, and then he goes, "Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, go look." Then he goes and looks, and then like you can speed it up. I think that's what annoys me the most. Soon as them man do their first check and it's peak, send him over. The man are taking the piss with it.
I think that, and another thing that annoys me is on the other side of it is when they do go over and the ref goes over and has a look for like 2 seconds, like not even 2 seconds. Like sometimes he's looking at the VAR and he's still making the wrong decision because he's too eager to get back on. Like, if you're there, at least make the right decision. Like there's a Eddie Nketiah red card, I think, last season where the ref literally went over to the VAR.
Rapid
Challenge
look,
hadn't even, rapid look. I thought it was the wrong decision, definitely. But
you know what
it's one
that
of
is?
them.
You know what that is? That's the VAR said, yeah, it's a red. And then the ref's gone, yeah, shall I give it? And then the man's like, yeah, but like go to the screen, pretend, like make it look like you looked at it, then you
just put it on a quick one.
Yeah. That's what them men are on. Like, obviously, bro, I've done like games where we on the linesman, you got the main ref. These are the chats man have. These men are just joke men, try to look. They're not joke men, right? They may not violate them, but they're just. It's all about perception and.
They just try and make the game about themselves sometimes, don't they?
Yeah. But I think I'm due to talk about that in videos because, like you said, making it about yourselves is getting a balance. But as a ref, you do need to like think you're the man. You kind of got to think of the dog's bollocks. You kind of have, like, nah, you can't, because if you don't, the players will violate you in it.
Yeah, of course, they'll take advantage.
But it's just getting the balance between going too far, looking like Mike Dean, or looking like that Michael Oliver, who balances it nicely. Do you get me?
Mike Dean, oh my god. Let me not get into Mike Dean. We'll talk about that another day because I could be afraid.
But yeah, calm, my brother. We'll leave it there.
Okay, man.
Sunday. Look forward to talking to you. I know you'll be upset on Sunday, but
we'll have to do that live after the game and see what the response is like.
All right, calm. Yes, people, bless for watching. You know what to do. Subscribe if you like it. Click somewhere here to see one of my other videos on the other side to subscribe. Love to Abdi for joining me. Catch up soon, my brother. But yeah.
Love my bro. Thank you for having me, man.
Nah, man. Love, bro. All the best.